All right, now we'll take a look at the Portland 4 region where Texas comes in at the #1 seed, red hot. They've won 9 of their last 10 games. They're led by a freshman, but also she's the co-Big 12 Player of the Year in Madison Booker. And they edged out Stanford for that seed. Stanford came in at #2. NC State, Gonzaga comes in at 3 and 4 respectively here. Were you surprised Texas got the 1 seed over Stanford? Because, you know, I'm a Stanford alum, but I thought maybe they might be rewarded for still winning the regular season championship, even though they dropped the conference tournament championship. And they are playing in the Pac-12, where they sent 7 teams to the tournament. And all season long, the Pac-12 has been the most dominant conference in the country. So what was key to you about Texas's run?
I think it was just how they finished the season. The fact that they finished with the Big 12 championship really solidified them getting the 1 seed. But, I mean, what Vic Schaefer has been able to do with this team has been incredible after losing Rory Harmon. Rory Harmon is an AP point guard, an All-American point guard. They lost her early in the season and then somehow still finish as a 1 seed. And yes, we can say amazing things about Madison Booker, the first freshman to ever win the Big 12 Player of the Year award. But at the same time, it's Shea Holley, it's Shaylee Gonzalez. I mean, and it's Vic Schaefer's defense. That 94 feet of hell, nobody wants to play against it. So I think for them as a 1 seed, it gave them that because they won the championship. And I'm just so impressed with what they've been able to do after losing Rory Harmon. I mean, if they had Rory, I'm not sure what it would look like for the rest of the country. It'd be scary.
Well, oh yeah, they'd be my top team.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Title contender.
Right, and Dawn we trust, but like Vic would have been a cool. No, I don't know. We might have switched that up.
You would trust.
Right, and Vic would trust.
You know, it's interesting you bring up Texas's defense because I'll also give an argument for Stanford here too, as a team that can be absolutely tough on the defensive end in a different style. You know, instead of havoc all over the court, it's more of a cerebral scout defense, and when they lock in, I find that to be a great strength. Not to mention their rebounding ability with Cameron Brink and Kiki Iriafen. You know, anchoring the paint offensively with points, with rebounds, and certainly with Brink and her blocks. But for me, the whole thing for Stanford is mental. They have to show up as the best version of themselves. Last season, they flamed out in a disappointing way, also in the Pac-12 tournament, and then they didn't even make it out of Maples Pavilion, their home court. So this year, you know, they've already had a stumble, a missed opportunity in the Pac-12 tournament, and now they're going to go back home and defend home court again. I think Cameron Brink is really important because she sets a tone emotionally for this team. She is the fire and the fierceness that they need. But Cass, you've got your eyes on a young Iowa State team as perhaps the darlings.
I do. I'm going to disappoint you. I have them going past Stanford in my bracket.
Absolutely. I like the madness.
Okay. I like this team. They're young. They have nothing to lose. Like, whatever happens with this young team, they're going to come back for 2 to 3 years with that experience. You have Audie Crooks. You have Addie Brown absolutely destroying. And what I really like is they have Emily Ryan at point guard. That's a steady 5th-year senior who can lead a young team and maybe make some noise. I like them.
Do you like them enough to say they're coming out of the bracket and into the Final Four?
Oh, into the Final Four?
No.
No.
I like them, not love.
Cinderella's going home at like 1 a.m.
Okay, all right, so, dang, that's so sad. not them turning back into a pumpkin.
Right.
All right, so who
that's
do
a
you
lot.
have coming out of this region into the Final Four?
I got Texas.
I don't see how you can bet against 94 feet of hell.
No.
You need
Love the
defense this time of year.
I don't know how you could go against the winningest coach in the history of college basketball in Tara Vanderveer. But I'm going to just give it to my girls at Stanford, and let's see if they can step up to the challenge because the potential has been there in great spurts this season.
It has.
Be sure to get in on the action with Yahoo's Bracket Madness game for both the women's and the men's tournaments. You could win $25,000 in our best bracket contest. It's free to play, so head to yahoo.com/tourney to sign up.